27 days ago, 20 South Africans started the adventure of their lives in the South China Sea. In a survivor first, they were captained by two sports legends, Mark Fish and Corné Krige. After enduring the harsh elements of the tropics, struggling with shelter and fighting hunger,
we are starving.
Battling in brutal challenges,
Moira.
and surviving epic blindsides, only 3 castaways remain. 24-year-old Sivu, an astrophysics student from Cape Town. 35-year-old Bootle, an events planner from Johannesburg. And 28-year-old Graham, a financial manager from Cape Town. Graham was picked for Corné's Seletan tribe, where he formed the Rugrats, an alliance that held the majority vote all the way to merge. When the individual game kicked off after merge,
Solly.
Graham started making bold moves and masterminded several blindsides.
If he is the idol, the only way to get him out is to blindside completely.
The tribe has spoken.
Then, realizing that his alliance partners could pose a threat to his game later, it was time for Graham to vote off 2 of his closest allies.
I'm actually just tired of the players in my current alliance. I think Moira and Alta were getting too close.
Graham wins the challenge, wins immunity! Graham then won a crucial immunity challenge to stay in the game.
Let's do it, Sivu. I swear on my mother's life, you saw
on your mother's life that you will vote for Dave tonight.
And the deal brokered at the final immunity challenge secured him a spot at the final tribal council.
Private and confidential.
Bootle had a rocky start to the game when her captain Mark deemed her as one of the weakest players on the Utara tribe.
I'm here and I plan to stay. I'm not done yet.
This nomination landed her in a challenge that made her the fire-making queen and gave her a clue to a hidden immunity idol.
We need Bootle to go.
The clue made her a target of the dominating Utara alliance.
Planning to blindside you tonight.
But the tribe shuffle gave her an escape and she joined Seletan.
I thank God that I ended up with a new family.
After the merge, Bootle kept a low profile, whilst bigger threats got voted out around her. And when her head was next on the chopping block, she survived by winning the individual immunity necklace in a surprise challenge at Tribal Council. She saved the best for last when she won the immunity necklace in the final challenge to secure her place in the top 3. She then decided to eliminate her biggest challenger for the R1,000,000, who also happened to be her closest ally.
My biggest competition is Sivu.
It's 2 votes David, 2 votes Sivu.
Her move resulted in a deadlocked vote, and her plan backfired when Sivu managed to outplay David to stay in the game. Sivu started his survivor journey by finding an immunity idol without a clue, only to lose it moments later.
It makes you feel like you've been robbed or something.
He then sided with the playmakers on Utara to keep himself out of the firing line,
We are forced to be reckoned with for sure.
while maintaining good relationships with the rest of his tribe mates.
Are you comfortable with our alliance?
Definitely.
His Utara alliance went into merge in the minority, and they suffered blow after blow.
Tribe has spoken.
An extremely difficult situation.
Sivu showed his individual strength in an endurance challenge. He won immunity despite sweet temptation. After a dramatic blindside, Shane left one of his immunity idols back at camp.
I felt exposed, really exposed.
Sivu searched for it and found the idol in Shane's shoe.
Excellently
He
played.
used the idol to break up his opponent's majority alliance in this season's 8th and final blindside. After Bootle voted for him at the penultimate tribal council, he escaped elimination by making fire.
Has fire!
Earning his place in the final 3. After the heat of tribal council, emotions ran high back at camp.
Why do you have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem.
That's why you bringing up is like it worries you now.
At the end of day 27, Bootle, Sivu and Graham joined Mark and Cornet at the shipwreck one last time to mark the end of their adventure in the South China Sea before walking off to their last tribal council. The final three will face the jury and the captains in a bid to win the most votes and secure 1 million rand and the title of Ultimate Survivor.
Joara, welcome to your final tribal council. After 27 days in the South China Sea, this is it. This is the final tribal council. You guys have done it. Now, the power shifts to these guys. Tonight, they will get to decide which one of you goes on to become the ultimate survivor. And of course, to walk away with a grand prize of 1 million rand. Right, final three. It is time to address your jury. Explain to them why you think it is that you should win this season of Survivor South Africa. Graham, you're up first.
From day one, I think I made a decision to play the game like a champion should, because I do believe at the end of the day, that is not only the theme of the game we all played, but also the way the winner should play the game, and I played in that manner. I would say from day one, I made an impact in the game, and I wasn't going to stand in the background and have decisions being made around me, because that's how you end up on the jury. And it's heartbreaking to sometimes look at you guys and think, I've given my best, but it might not be good enough, because at the end what determines the winner is not who played the game within the rules, but based on other factors. I don't think this is the platform for sentiment. This is the platform for Survivor, and this is a platform for Survivor Champions, which takes it to another level. I just hope that you guys know that if I was sitting there, I wouldn't look at this decision any other way than to say that how you played this game would determine where you come in the end. Not an attempt at a move which didn't work last night, or an idol that was found by luck. And I think in closing, I truly believe that a champion is not somebody that rides on anybody's coattails to any point in the game. I think a champion is somebody that fights in the front line, that makes an impact, that changes the game, that forges his own path in the game. And to me, that is how I truly believe I played this game. I gave it everything, and I hope you guys can respect and appreciate that when you make your vote.
Thank you, Graham. Sivu, you're up next.
My friend is talking about champions here and the spirit of being a champion. On Survivor, you have these challenges where they test how much do you want this. We had a challenge where you hang on by a peg and you get tempted by the ice cream. A person who really wants this will never let go of that. And a person who really wants this won't say, I will choose an ice cream. But I don't think a champion does that, because this challenge tests you on Survivor. How much do you want it? I have played the game not just with my heart and soul, giving it my all in challenges, but in strategy also, as always. When the swap happened on day 12, I think, I was probably the only person in this game that was safe on either side. When Shane was blindsided, he didn't tell me his idol where it was. Oh, Graham said tonight, I found the idol by luck. No, it was not luck. The idol didn't wash out of the sea. I looked for it. I looked days and worked hard and found it.
It was in his shoe.
I'm talking my statement now. I didn't disturb you. I've listened in this game. I've opened my eyes in this game. I've played this game. It was not luck for me to find idols. It's because I listened, opened eyes, observed, and that's what you need in this game. I have been a complete player in this game, and I would really appreciate if you guys, you would write my name down there, not because of my background, I don't want that, but because of the way I played the game. So thank you very much, guys.
Bootle, your turn.
I think for me, I tried to play the game as close as possible to the kind of person that I am. I'm an observer. I like lying low, keeping low, and waiting for the right moment to strike. And I think that's exactly what I did in the game. You guys all know that I was able to make the fire more than anyone in the game. And not at any point did I maliciously intend to hurt anybody with regards to maybe blindsides and voting. But I think in the end, you might feel that maybe my game plan was not strong enough because I maybe did not make enough bold moves in the game. But I think it is exactly that. It was outsmarting everybody to make those necessary bold moves at the necessary time. Truly, it has been a fantastic ride with you guys, and I really appreciate having had played the game with you.
Right, final three, thank you very much. That was your last opportunity to make an impact on the outcome of this game. Right, jury, so now you guys will have an opportunity to address these guys because you're deciding who gets R1 million and the title of Ultimate Survivor. Marion, you're up first.
I feel like I'm obligated to congratulate you guys. Sivu, I believe that myself, Shane, and you, without a doubt, are three of the strongest players that has ever played this game of Survivor. You came out, you wanted to make big moves, you did. I look at the jury and I'm saying straight up that I'm voting for you. And I believe that if your name is not written down another 9 times, then this jury is doing the game of Survivor injustice. So, according to me, you have a new title. That's the sole title of Survivor. And I believe that soon your bank account is going to go into cardiac arrest. Because, my friend, I feel like you are a millionaire. And that's what's up. That's what's up.
Thank you, Marion. Next up, Moira.
Graham, where I stand tonight is between a very thin line of holding on to my word, erring on the side of stupidity and writing your name down, or standing on the other side and going, hey, it's just a game. Let's try to see who's there. But for all time's sake, being the person who I'd always run to when I needed to bounce off any ideas, I'm going to ask you one last question. What should I do tonight and why?
Obviously, I would love to win this. The why is, maybe it's just a justification of myself and my actions, which is that we only get 27 days. We had 21 days. Obviously, what we shared in 21 days was great, but I was also here to play a game, and when I decided to put your name down, that was the hardest moment in the game for me. Not voting out Sivu yesterday was the stupidest moment possibly. And if this wasn't the game, I think possibly on my personality, which you have gotten to know, I would want you to vote on that. But you know, that being said, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. I'm okay with it.
Thanks.
Solly, your turn.
Graham, you said you played a hard game, and that's very true, but you played a hard game, dude, for 25 days. And on the 26th day, you messed it up. I mean, last night you did something very stupid. When I was sitting there and I heard that Sivu didn't win that challenge, even though you swore on your mother, there is always the words, sorry. Like you gonna say to the rest of us who you betrayed. And you have just lost $2 million, my friend. If you had just manned up on that one day, you can talk to these guys. They've played 80 minutes and 90 minutes, but that 96th minute or 81st minute of a game matters. And if you let it slip for 1 second in a game, you lose a championship. you're no longer a champion. All right, Sivu, when I first came into the game, I wanted to play the game with strength and honor. It seems like there is a whole lot that you knew about that you kept from me. All right, fine. I want you to tell me, were we ever in a alliance? And give me an example of your strength in this game and honor.
Sorry, yeah, with you and me and Velen Buhle, we didn't even need to speak about that. We had that friendship, that bond together, and we didn't even need to say we are in an alliance together. And you know how when we got to the match, I pitched a plan to you. And what did you say to me, Soli? Let's wait 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days is huge in this game. That's why we were so frustrated at that time. I was losing numbers. I'm trying to stay in the game. And I've never said I was honest, Soli, at all. I've been dishonest, but I played the game.
No, hold on. All right, peace. Buhle, please give me an example of how you played this game, strength and honor.
I think the fact that I'm still standing here shows a bit of strength that I have. And with honor, I think the people that I was able to tell when I knew information about either blindsiding or about voting, Vel can attest to it, I was able to approach them, and Altaf, I was able to approach them and tell them, listen, your name is going down today. And I think that is an element of honor.
Well, I am even more confused as whose name I should write down. It is, though, between the two of you. So, Nico, I too have a coin. I need heads or tails from one of you.
Heads.
Heads. All right, Buhle, your tails. Then that's how I'll cast my vote.
Comes down to heads or tails with Sully.
Wow.
Next up, Val.
Buhle, my dearest friend, I would just like to know if my friendship with you or relationship with you was strategic or was it real? And how much of you did it take for you to write my name down if you wrote my name down?
I resent the fact that you're posing the question about our friendship, but I don't think I want to justify what I have with you. Going to the second question, I think it was a very difficult one. Writing your name down was basically, I think, a strategic move because I knew that everybody was voting your name down, so I just did not want to waste a vote because it wasn't going to make any difference.
Thank you.
David. Graham, what's the most depressing moment in this game for you so far? When you felt the lowest in this game?
Right now, you know, there's a lot of talk, Dave, that's going on about people, these two being strong players, and they've got, seems 4 definite votes there already. Buhle said she made a big move. I would correct that statement and say she attempted a big move last night. Sivu, big blindside, yes. He was lucky to find the idol in the shoe, and that's the only move that I know of. Without that idol, could they have engineered a plan to alter the game? Could they have blindsided Shane? Could they have done something like that? Because that's a real move.
Oh, cool. Good luck. Well done.
I'm just going to pose a hypothetical scenario to the 3 of you, and then I want an answer. Just say you were entered a game show, basically, where you were stranded on an island with, I don't know, say 19 other contestants and 2 great captains and 1 very, very good-looking presenter. And...
Hypothetical, right?
Hypothetical, yeah. At the end of it, the only thing at stake was the title of Survivor. No million rand, no financial compensation whatsoever. Would you have played the game any differently in terms of morals, values, ruthlessness, if you want to call it that? Start with Graham first.
Why the hell would we do this for free? Let's be honest, I don't want to do this for fun. I'm sitting here emotionally, mentally, and physically drained. It's the hardest challenge in my life, and the only reason I'm doing it to a certain extent is because there is a promise of a better life. I wouldn't ever want to betray your friendship and yours. It was just the game, and if there wasn't a prize, I would have stayed true to that alliance. That's the only thing I would have changed.
Cool, thanks. Okay.
I would most definitely want to play the very same way that I have played, with the very same integrity and the very same character that I am.
Steve?
Yeah.
Somebody?
Million Rand is pretty cool. It would change a lot, I mean, for me. But the only thing that keeps pushing you to go further is the people behind you, left home and everything. That's the drive with me. So I would have played the same way I've played, not giving up until I reach the goal I have set for myself.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Altav. Xavier.
I'm going to talk to you, Sivu, and to you, Graham. Being a sportsman, your game is evenly matched to me at this stage. I will be basing my vote is on one question, and I'm going to address it to Graham first. R1 million. How's that going to change your life?
I told myself I didn't want to bring up anything sentimental at Tribal Council because I do believe that it's about the way you play the game.
No. Your game is evenly matched.
Yeah.
I want to hear the sentimental.
I guess it's no surprise I want to get married and start a family. And, just the R1 million doesn't just promise like a wedding and those things, but it promises a future for my future family. And if I can provide the best for them, then that to me means the world. And that's I hope I'm answering your question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I would like to start a new life.
Excellent. Sivu?
For me, it would change the simple things for us back home in life. The R1 million would allow me to provide at home that car we never had. It would allow me to, as I've always said here, to pay for my sister's fees and stuff like that, and my little brother's fees, because education is a passion of mine. So I've always wanted them to have a way better education than I've had. So it would allow me to provide those things for them. That's how it would change my life.
Okay. In closing, congratulations to the two of you. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very jealous I'm not there. Thanks, Nico.
Shane.
I think you guys will all admit that I have a strange relationship with this game. For I believe with everything that I am, that every single thing I do should be about winning and trying to achieve the best. And that's why I want you to start fighting again, because you've given up. Don't. You've got nothing to apologize for. Absolutely nothing. You played the game. Stop saying sorry. I hate it. I hate this culture of I've hurt her feelings or I've hurt his feelings and then you need to make amends. What? This is a game. You owe it to the people watching this game to play the game as hard as you can. And for me, there's a formula, a very simple formula. Would you watch 27 days of yourself playing that game the way you did it? Really, ask yourself that. Buhle, you and I never got on, you never trusted me, and rightly so. You were never going to be in my alliance. So I don't have much of a thing with you, and last night, honestly, you proved that a fall from any sort of moral high ground can be fatal. You know, my vote is not clear tonight. You know, my heart is with Sivu, but man, I respect your game. I love the fact that you blindsided me. So just everybody, please, and anybody who's ever going to play this, would you watch 27 days of yourself playing this game? If not, don't ever come to this type of thing, ever. Well done, you guys.
Thank you, Shane. Well spoken.
Thank you, Shane. Mark, you know you're next.
Okay, that's...
Okay. Try and follow that.
You know, tonight I came in here and I had a mind of who I want to vote for, and I'll be totally honest, I actually knew I was going to vote for either the one or two Otara tribe members. But through the little things that have happened and transpired here tonight, I don't know where I'm going to go. But to the three there, well done to you. Fantastic performance. And to everyone, thank you.
Corné.
I'm basing my vote on a person that I believe deserves the title of Ultimate Survivor. The person who I've seen in 27 days give everything in every challenge, be an absolute sportsman, win or lose, and play the game as the game of Survivor should be played. Ruthless. And that's what I'm basing my vote on. Thanks.
Thank you, Corné. Right, jury. To be clear, tonight you'll be going into the voting booth and writing down the name of a winner. Sivu, Butler or Graham. Well, with that, it is time to get to the vote. Val, you're up first. I'll get the votes. Well, guys, there you have it. It is done. That brings us to the end of this season of Survivor South Africa. Survivor Champions. Now, as exciting and amazing as this adventure has been, I'm sure I speak for all of you when I say it is time to get off this island and go back home. Speaking of which, I will see you back home. This box will stay locked until we get to the grand finale in South Africa, where I'll read the votes and our winner of this season of Survivor South Africa will be announced. And the 1 million rand grand prize that goes along with it. Until then, travel safely. God bless. Good night, guys. Arguably the most exciting season of Survivor South Africa yet. Tonight, we find out which one of you three walk away with 1 million rand and of course the title of Ultimate Survivor.
Sivu, Bootle, Graham, the rest of the castaways, and of course our viewers back at home, welcome to the finale of Survivor South Africa Champions. Right. Well, my first question is, of course, to the final three. Sivu, let's start with you. What was tougher, 27 days on the island or the months of watching the show roll out until we reach this moment right here, right now?
That's a difficult one, Nico, but definitely the 27 days on the island, dealing with the different personalities and everyone, that was very difficult.
Bootle?
Actually, it was the island, but the last month, I think, for some reason, I just couldn't sleep, just waiting for the 18th of May.
For some reason?
For some reason.
Graham?
Yeah, I think the 27 days, but just a bit different to Bootle, the last minute with the heart palpitations, so yeah, stressful.
Well, here they are, everyone looking absolutely fabulous and healthy. Don't they look healthy? And of course, everyone looking totally different with your clothes on. And without the beards. The guys as well. I'm just joking, ladies. This was a world first for us, having two sports legends as captains of the tribes. Let's take a quick look at some of your moments.
I want somebody in Selatan to win Survivor. I've given it my absolute everything. I don't think I could have done any better.
You can actually see why he was Springbok captain. It's motivating, it's inspiring.
But that is what it is. I'm competitive and I want to win it.
Corné likes a burning man!
It's very much about being honorable and not backstabbing with each other. It's beautiful, man. Well done. Keep it as long as you can.
I know we've got some really badasses on this team.
Tracking Wing Wing over to the dark side.
This is what it is, the dark side. My job as a captain is to try and keep these guys together so that one of them have the opportunity to win the final prize.
Right. Our captains. Mark, at some point in the game, at separate occasions, both of you came to me and mentioned to me just how this game has changed the way you look at life. Now that you've had some time to reflect, how has this game impacted your life?
Well, first of all, Nico, well done to all the contestants, the three finalists, and for Corné doing a fantastic job as a captain. As you can see through the different weeks, mine became quite an emotional journey, and it became more, giving more to my family, giving more respect, and I've got a partner that I haven't shown or given enough love to, and her name is Salome, and I feel that she has made me the ultimate survivor, and that's how she changed my life. So thank you for her support, and thank you for everyone for allowing me to be part of this this journey.
All right, nice. Corné, one comes into this game with preconceived ideas. Everyone does. You come into this game with preconceived ideas about what it's going to be like, and you guys came in with ideas of who you thought might win. How has this changed, if at all, now that you've seen the show?
I think I went in with massive preconceived ideas about how I was going to lead my tribe, and everybody was going to make the right decision for the group. And boy, did I get a wake-up call at that first tribal council when Ashley was voted off. And then I think I realized that moment, I realized this is different, and I really need to adapt and get to understand my tribe members really well.
Well, after the break, we revisit some of the season's most memorable moments. We speak to controversial characters, and of course we talk blind sides and precious idols. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the live finale of Survivor South Africa Champions, where Sivu, Bootle or Graham will win R1 million and the title of Ultimate Survivor. Now, if you want to ask any questions to these guys, any specific questions, send it to us via WeChat and we'll try and fit it into the show. Speaking of social media, the fans got really involved this season, and several characters got some serious attention for the way they played the game. Here's a reminder.
Either you are very confident that you and I are going to the end, or we're the biggest fools on earth. Because if you snare me, I'm snaring you.
But now let me tell you this.
I knew I was tight with him. I mean, today, We just, we gelled like peanut butter and jam.
Idol's gone.
What?
That's hectic, eh?
Idol's gone, girl. I showed you.
It's getting hot in here.
Effectively, Marion and I hold two immunity idols.
We kind of right now unstoppable without the risk of signing cocky because you never know in this game, but I think we got this.
Someone's got the idol. That idol. It's gone. I don't have it. That's why I'm talking to you. So, I mean, you guys must have it, man.
I don't have the immunity idol. It's a ghost idol. I actually don't even believe there is one.
Nico, it may come as a bigger surprise to my teammates, but I do have the second and final immunity idol. And I'd like to give it to Mary.
I'm going to give Shane his idol back.
The idol is yours and you are playing it for Shane. 10th person voted out of Survivor South Africa Champions, Marion. Tribe has spoken.
It's time for a blindside, a proper blindside.
Let's not make decisions, let's wait for him to come to us so that he feels like he's powerful. And then that's how we blindside.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan.
Shane.
Incredible blindside. I'm sitting with both idols. I'm part of that elite club of stupidity. Here it is, and I never used it.
Right, let's take a look. Okay, well, as you can see, we've got some fired up fans this season. Marion, first question goes to you. You're one of the characters who got some mixed reactions from the fans. What did you expect? Come on now. But how were you received when you got back home?
I was quite shocked at the fans' reactions towards myself because, you know, I'm a huge Survivor fan, so I typically tend to play it towards players such as Russell Hans and, you know, Poverty and those guys. And, you know, they just love to hate me, like, a little too much. But I think if I was watching the show and I was watching someone who played like me, I think I would have loved the way I played the game. So, you know, it's okay.
I'm not surprised. Shane, the other half of the villainous duo, stealing idols, lying about them, and then ending up at Tribal Council with 2 hidden immunity idols in your hands and you get voted off. You had the game in your hands and then you lost it. What happened?
My therapist has said that, you know what, I nearly played it 1,000,000 times. I was sitting there and I wasn't sure. I vacillated about 20 times and clearly I went the wrong way.
Some would say that.
Sure.
Well, let's face it, Precious and her powers really influenced the game this season. Many of you were affected by but one player who had more staying power than 3 immunity idols combined was David. David, how many times were you, I mean, how many tribal councils did you survive? I've lost count.
All but
too many.
Yeah, too many. I was present every tribal council.
And of course,
my final one, yeah.
Of course, the idol started its journey in your underpants.
It did, Nico, and I wish it stayed there for a while, but unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. The show is what it is, and I must say it saved my bacon, though. It saved my bacon.
How did people react to you back home?
I'm strange. People come here, Davey, Davey. But the funny thing is, I asked the girl, is this a working part for a hot air balloon or what? I don't know what. I mean, it's been strange, Nico. Okay,
David, I hope you bought that yourself. Right. Making top 4 in the season is a remarkable achievement, so well done to you, David. But let's face it, the top 3 is where you want to be. So well played to the 3 of you. No easy journey getting to the place where you are right now. I know the fans are burning to ask some questions, so let's go to some questions from the fans back home. All right, let's go All right, there we go. We go to Samuel first. Samuel, there's a question from Samuel Masao for Sivu. Sivu, what have you learned from Survivor about life in general?
It's that whatever I have learned on the show is keep on keeping on, never give up all the time.
Keep on keeping on. Here's one from Shirley for Graham. Graham, if there's one thing you regret doing on Survivor, what would it be?
Phew, tough one. I would have to say most probably not convincing us, me and Xavier and David, to vote Buchle off. Could have changed the game.
Okay, and then one for Buchle. Buchle, how did you manage to be the underdog in the game and yet came out victorious? Is it because you are a businesswoman and know when and where to strike for gold?
I think part of that is true, but I think I knew ultimately that it's a game and it's humans and it's personalities and individuals. So I trusted my interpersonal skills and just made sure that I don't really step on anyone's toes and try and win the challenges that do matter, because I would get an idea on when I was going home.
Okay. Thank you, Buchle. That's great. Yeah, another question here from Gail. Gail, you all deserve to be there for various reasons, so congratulations to all three of you. Is there one player on the jury you think deserves to have won instead of you? Who would it be and why, if there was?
I would say David.
Buchle, you answer that.
I would say David. Just because he saw every single tribal council.
Okay. Sivu?
I'll go for my nigga Shane. I think he played hard, except for that crazy move, of course. But I do think Xavier was dangerous too, because he was not just a physical threat. His social game was.
Yeah, he was an everything threat.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely. Graham?
I'd have to say Moira. I mean, I think just because of the relationship we formed.
And she looks great in the dress. Right, great questions from our fans, and a big thank you to the fans for being so supportive of these guys. Now, another way that you can be a part of the season is our Survivor auction. You have a chance to own a piece of Survivor South Africa Champions memorabilia straight from the game. Several items, including, of course, the immunity idols, will be auctioned off online. All the proceeds go to an organization I'm personally very passionate about. It's Missing Children South Africa, a free community service which helps the authorities find children who've gone missing for any reason whatsoever, and also creates awareness about child safety. Visit www.mnet.tv to find out how to bid for your piece of Survivor South Africa history. Next up, we reveal the contents of the mystery box won by Moira in the Coconut Challenge. And still to come, we read the votes and announce the ultimate survivor. Plus, we reveal the result of the public vote for your favorite captain. We'll be right back. From Johannesburg for the finale of Survivor South Africa Champions. In a short while, we'll read the votes to find out whether Graham, Buchle or Sivu walks away with 1 million rand and the title of Ultimate Survivor. And boy, did they fight hard to be in the top 3 seats. This season saw some of the toughest challenges, and might I add, some of the toughest castaways we've ever seen. Not one single injury this season, despite some brutal battles.
This is a team, man. We are as a team united, and this is the only way we can go forward.
Go! Struggling with the swimming part of this challenge.
This lucky girl here does not swim.
Keep going! Push, push, push! Utara drops their ball. Seletan in the lead now.
The thing that's positive about our tribe is that there is teamwork.
We're enjoying this. We are enjoying this. Moira now making her way into the red zone. Mark and Cornet, the captains, one-on-one.
Hustle, go!
The rewards are so important, and everybody realizes the importance. I don't have to motivate them.
I think this is a new cake-eating record for Survivor. Quick! Wait, man!
Guys, Annette, you gotta get up.
We close.
You shot it before you had it.
Thanks to a video review, bit of one of these.
Solly goes low and it's a score!
There's nothing about luck in life. There's nothing about luck in sport. I've played it long enough to know that.
Mkaya misses. Solly takes this. They win this challenge. Solly takes a swing. He smacks.
Facilitate when one or two sportsmen to go onto their side. It's worked out for our benefit.
Are you guys ready to get to your first individual immunity challenge? Graham, Xavier, immediately in the lead.
You know, I'm really excited to test my ability in this game.
The guy's a physical phenomenon.
Xavier wins the challenge, wins individual immunity.
This challenge was for who wants this more. Out of all the 7 people who are here, who wants this more?
By the edges, he's down. Sivu wins individual immunity.
I saw Alta putting in coconut time after time down my shoe.
It was unbelievably grueling. It's remarkable.
Sorry. With the exception of one small whitewash on day one of this game, against who we all thought at the time was a mere wedding planner. With the exception of that whitewash, you went on to dominate many of the games throughout the season. What was a highlight for you?
Oh, man. I would say the Makayantini one, because as a tribe we were really low on that one going into that challenge. You know, we had lost consecutive challenges, so that one kind of like picked us up, and then we were able to be on the roll again.
And what was the toughest thing of this journey?
You know, it was just the fatigue. I mean, you guys could have kind of like just slipped some food in, you know, and some of us, you know, I mean, it's just the fatigue. I mean, just to like not be able to have anything and then get up, go for the challenge, and just have water, you know, in the day. That was really tough. I mean, there were times you're so tired you couldn't even go and get water yourself. You had to ask somebody else to go get it. That's how tired you were. It was crazy.
Xavier, as a professional athlete and someone who apparently, according to some members in your tribe, was engineered in a laboratory, you've had some incredible challenges before you even got to Survivor. How tough was this journey?
First of all, I have a real mom and a real dad, so I was not grown in a lab. So, yeah, I've been through a lot of challenges in my life, but Survivor, and I'm sure everyone sitting here will agree with me, is one of the hardest challenges that any one of us has ever faced. It tests you mentally and physically, and it pushes you beyond limits that you never thought you would go. And we have some past contestants in the audience tonight, and I'm sure they'll agree with us as well. And hopefully everyone watching at home, it's really tough.
Altaf, you and Graham were part of a coconut challenge, and there was a lot of bickering going on at that stage. Have you guys made up? Have you solved your issues?
Look, I think we have solved our issues. I think so. He says, I don't know. Yeah, putting coconuts down his chute. It was a misunderstanding. Mind you, when I watched that episode afterwards, I wanted to put coconuts up his chute, but yeah. Yeah, what's done is done. It's just a game, as Zav said. Move on.
I'm glad it played out the way it did. One challenge reward that remains to be revealed, of course, is the mystery treasure box that belongs to Moira. Right, the winner of this immunity and reward challenge by a clear margin of 2 coconuts is Moira.
My initial thought was take the box. Take the box.
I'm just thinking go for the box.
I'll go for the treasure box.
If it's Parkies in the box, you know, good on her. I'll be highly pissed at Alta though.
Right, Moira.
Yes.
Now that you know what you know, are you happy you chose the box?
I'm very happy I chose the box. I still don't know what's in there, but I think I made a good decision.
Well, I'm sure you're burning to find out what's in here. I know I am. I know the viewers are. I know Graham and Altaf are definitely burning to find out what's inside here. The moment has arrived. It is time to unlock the box. Go ahead. Let's see what's inside. All I can say is it's not a cake.
Goodness.
Take your time. You've waited so long. Let's see what's inside.
Oh my God!
We're not talking about that or that. What isn't? Take it out. Please take it out. Push the button. Let's see what happens. Push the button. A Jeep Wrangler 2-door V6 fitted from front to rear with genuine premium parts and accessories from Mopar to help make the most of your vehicle. There are hundreds of combinations, all built Mopar strong. Congratulations. Go have a seat. You can drive that away later, boy. You can keep the key. Right, still to come. One of you, the viewers, will win a fantastic holiday worth 90,000 Rand for voting for your favorite captain. Which captain, Mark or Corne, will win the public vote, and who will get the most jury votes to become the ultimate survivor? All still to be revealed. Stay tuned, don't go away. Welcome back. Right, the moment has finally arrived, and it's a big moment. People ask me all the time, just how tough is this game? Is it anything like it looks on TV? I always say, no, it's not. It's much worse. You don't know what it's like until you see these guys, and obviously until you experience it like you guys have. So top 3, well done. But it is time to reveal the winner of Survivor South Africa Champions. Graham Bootle Sivu, let me remind you, you want to see your name on this parchment. I'll read the votes. First vote, Graham. That's one vote, Graham. Bootle. One vote, Graham. One vote, Bootle. Sivu. One vote Graham, one vote Bootle, one vote Sivu. Graham. That's 2 votes Graham, 1 vote Bootle, 1 vote Sivu. Bootle. 2 votes Graham, 2 votes Bootle, 1 vote Sivu. Sivu. 2 votes Graham, 2 votes Bootle, 2 votes Sivu. Graham. 3 votes Graham, 2 votes Bootle, 2 votes Sivu. Bootle. 3 votes Graham, 3 votes Bootle, 2 votes Sivu. Graham. 4 votes Graham, 3 votes Bootle, 2 votes Sivu. The winner of Survivor South Africa Champions, Graham! Well, there you have it. Our ultimate survivor is Graham. After the break, we reveal how the jury voted and we announce the winner of the viewers' competition and find out which captain wins the public vote. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the live Survivor Champions reunion show where Graham has just been voted as the ultimate survivor and the winner of 1 million, courtesy of Outsurance, with whom you always get something out. Graham, one question. Are you surprised?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was shattered at the final tribal council. I didn't know what to think. I woke up this morning. I didn't wake up. I just opened my eyes. I was closing my eyes for about 4 or 5 hours and opening them. But I'm so surprised. I mean, I have to firstly say to Sivu, you know, excellent competitor and deserves to be here and deserves the million as well. And Boogle as well. Excellent competitor, and both of them deserve the million just as much as I do. And you just...
Well, I think everyone will agree to that. Now, I'm sure you're dying to find out just how the jury voted. Let's take a look.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to toss the coin on this one. And see where you called it heads, so let's see what turns out. It's tails. Congratulations. You are the only female that is sitting there. It says a lot.
I needed closure and I did get that.
Okay. I backed you from the start.
Graham, I'll do everything in my power to help you with that wedding. I'll plan it for you for free. But tonight, I have to vote for someone I believe R1 million can really change their lives.
You deserve everything.
I knew from day one that if it wasn't my name that was going to be on this piece of paper, I was always going to write your name.
I gave you my word and I'm still going to give you my word. You played the game, buddy. It's called Survivor.
I don't know how else to justify my vote except to say that I'm a true Survivor fan.
Graham, you're a great man. The ultimate survivor.
Marion, speaking of surprise votes, explain yourself.
Firstly, to Sivu, you know my babe, I love you. I'm sorry, but that fight, I went into tribal council and I knew without a doubt that I was going to vote for Sivu and Sivu was taking it home. But Graham in that tribal council, you know, we nailed him. You don't get to see half of what happened to him. And he fought for it and he fought hard. And like I said, the only way I can justify my vote is that I'm such a true Survivor fan and watching the season, I think he played a phenomenal game, and well done. Well done.
Graham, well, here we are. You've won the money, the £1 million. You've won the incredible title of Ultimate Survivor. But everyone who's been in this with you knows that's not the only thing you take away with you. What else do you take?
Jeez, so much. I mean, firstly, the appreciation of food. That's something you can never underestimate. But something on a serious note is to appreciate my family members and those that are around me that love me. Don't want to cry again. And beyond that, just that, you know, life can put you down. And not because I want, I'm saying this, but I think everybody over here understands that you can be put through the toughest challenges. But if you, like Moira said, true to thyself, and if you believe in a goal, you can achieve it. And that's for me something I took out of it. What I believe in, I truly believe I can achieve. Yeah, it sounds cheesy, but it's the truth.
Nothing cheesy about this moment. Buhle, what about you? I mean, so you guys didn't win, you and Sivu didn't win, but you did win. You walk away with something incredible as well. What is it?
I think the viewers might not really appreciate what we went through. Most of the time you are busy working and you really don't get the time to appreciate yourself and really look into your strength and how strong a character you are. I think all those days in the island when you were sleeping and you were dreaming, it just reaffirmed quite a lot about who I am. I was able to find the Buhle that I am, which sometimes get lost obviously with being busy with business and everything, and appreciate that time in the island. And just the people around me, my family, the love for my daughter and my mother, that was reaffirmed. I thought about them all the time in the island. And
Sivu,
yeah.
Sorry, I've got to jump. We're tight on time. Thank you, Buhle. Sivu, what about you? A quick one.
Oh, a lot, Nico. The friendships we've created on the show. It's been a highly emotional show, as you can see. And I've discovered a lot about myself. There's a lot I can do. So that was being on that island and being on a show that I always wanted to be in. That was a win on its own.
Thank you, Sivu. Thank you, guys. It is time to add another name to the winners list tonight. We ask you, the viewers, to vote for your favorite captain of the season. And one of you is about to win a 90,000 Rand holiday for a family of 4 at the Diamond La Gemma Delay Resort in Zanzibar, courtesy of Lasher Tools, African Encounters, and Axis Marketing, with flights courtesy of FastJet. The winner of the holiday is Diederik Venter. Right, Mark, Corneille, what can I say? Thank you to both of you for your incredible contribution to the season. Both of you were, the way you captained was mind-blowing. Everyone will agree. I mean, it's a testament to the fact is the way that both your teams played neck and neck right in the beginning. But one of you is a winner tonight, winning the public votes for being the captain of the season. And of course, the winner walks away with the prize of 500,000 Rand, 500,000 Rand, courtesy of WeChat. Captain of the season. Captain of the season, Corneille Krieger. Results revealed tonight have been independently verified by our auditors, Deloitte. And that brings us to the end of this epic season. Thank you to our amazing castaways and to our captains and to you, the loyal fans. Good night and God bless.